Hello, everybody. Yay. I'm just reading one of the message. We are here. I know that there will be a couple of people coming in. We probably just wait for another maybe 2 minutes and then we will get started. Just listen to the music and 2 minutes and relax, and we come back at 2-minute time. Welcome everybody to the Cosmic Healing Gathering, and I am Lillian, and if you are the first time, I'm still getting people coming in to the circle, to the gathering. Yeah. So my name is Lillian. I am
guys
coming in. More people, sorry. Okay, I think that we can start. Welcome to the Cosmic Healing Gathering, and I am real. 1, 2, we have how many people? We have 11 people.
John, do you want me to message you?
11 people here, and I am so honored just, to see some of the people that I know, some I may not know, but I will get to know you today. Just briefly introduce myself, and my name is Lillian. So I am the co-host of this gathering, and I will be I will get Daisy coming in and introduce, and also to set the scene. But I just wanted to let you know that this workshop, it might run for 2.5 or 3 hours. This is co-creating gathering, and this is recorded. So if you think that you are tired, you want to go, to sleep, or you have something on, it's okay. I'll send you all the replay, and you can continue to watch that. So without saying too much, I want to introduce Daisy coming in, and she will introduce herself, and then she will set the scene and also the purpose of this gathering. Over to you, Daisy.
Thank you so much, Lillian. It is so amazing. Every time we get together, we just explode with ideas. Just like last time we had the dragon gathering, originally we were just thinking about, oh, let's just share some dragon story. And then we think, oh, maybe we can get some more friends. So that's how it just started. And then a couple of days ago, we said, oh, let's get together, share how we feel about the dragon gathering. And then suddenly we explode with ideas about, oh, how about we just do this thing during this amazing new moon energy vibration. Right? So
yeah, I also wanted to add something on is Daisy and I have been chatting, have a conversation and Zoom call a lot. As in, like, once we're open, guess what? The longest is 5 hours. 5 hours. I was like, I didn't record anything, but it is okay. But the thing is that because we just started to know each other, we know each other for a year, I think a year. We in the priestess journey for a year in 2 temples, but because we split between different sister circle and we didn't get to have a chance basically just to even introduce ourselves. So I remember that I post on my Facebook group, which is my personal group. It was about I've got my COVID, and then I have my light language coming through, and it just heal my emotional body and mental body. And then we pick it up conversation from there, because I don't really share a lot on my personal Facebook group, Facebook page, but I am starting to share a bit more. So yeah, and I also blocked a few people that are not that nice. So yeah, but just come to this conversation that the more that Daisy and I will share, we found out that her puzzle and my puzzle somehow it just joined together and became a piece of work. And in that say, like I did started to record, I had 2 recordings gonna publish as well. And I thought that even though we've had conversations just like this, that is really nothing to it's just something, everything to share today. Like when we call it as a gathering, is something to share, is something to co-create, and you take away, and then you can you take away with these whatever that you listen today, whether that is in alignment or not. If not, just leave it. The thing that we wanted to share is something that we actually embody in a way that we tried. And yeah, like they said, let's put this pen here, let's put this one here, let's put this one here. And I was like, oh my God, I received so many downloads. And I just, wow, oh my God. So we co-create in this way. And I'm sure that today, all of you, we have the same, I tell you, not only the same, but we have more. And those people that might not be understand, it's just curious coming in, you know what, you get activated. Trust me, get activated. So yeah, so I'm just gonna stop talking because I can talk a lot. But Daisy, you go, yeah, over to you.
Oh, I totally agree. We all just a missing puzzle. That's why when we get together, there's so much transformative energy. We just can feeling each other. And again, I totally agree with Lillian that we're a gathering because we all teacher and we all student. But when we get together, we have this beautiful vibration. We suddenly connected with this collective avatar and our higher self, and so much wisdom and download just popping up. Right. And also there's something Lillian actually just showed. We're gonna be teaching a beautiful acupressure point, actually feel and for activate to align with our axial line and our galactic central point. Do you want to start with that, or do you want to share your vision first?
Okay, let's go one step back, because I love to know who are here. Because I know last time the Dragon Tribe would drive straight in. We didn't get to introduce all of us, the co-creator. All right, I don't want to bypass that. I want to know everybody here. So
yes.
Yeah.
Yes, let's do that.
Yeah, so when you're in my Zoom call, if no one really coming up, I will be pointing people's name. It's just like a teacher, so that we we go on the smooth way. So you know that you are next. So yeah, something like that, instead of waiting. And then it's sort of an awkward moment, okay? So what is on my screen? Hang on. Is anyone wanted to come up and introduce themselves? Just want to know who are you, where you are, and what bring you here? Maggie!
Are we choosing me first because I'm next to you on my screen? I am a light language activator, quantum healer, and I help people bring in their gifts. I am a multidimensional medium. I vibrate really high, and I don't believe in channeling. I vibrate and I bring it all in from source. I think that sometimes channeling gives distortions because you open to more than you're aware of. And that when we have a certain vibration, that we're in the purest energy, and that bringing that into the energy is what the dragons are calling for us to vibrate them into our being, like from our higher selves. Because every part of, like, we all have dragons that are different aspects, and we're bringing those down. We're bringing our higher selves in. We're bringing our Arcturian dragons, our Lyrian dragons, our Syrian dragons, our water dragons, our fire dragons, our elemental dragons. We're bringing all of that in, and that's all a sacred vibration. And it's really beautiful to help people own that, and to help them to heal the parts of themselves, and to bring in the most loving aspects of yourself, and to accept all of yourself and release what no longer serves you. That's what I do.
Thank you, Maggie. When you said that, my back is tingling here.
Yes, it's time for us to vibrate and to understand.
So it's vibrating and then tingling at the same time.
Yes, yes,
Thank
yes.
you. Thank you. So I just wanted you guys to aware that Maggie is a powerhouse. It's not powerful. I said that she's a powerhouse.
That I am. And I really enjoy helping people to own their power and to become their own powerhouse. I believe that every single one of us has the power inside, and it's us claiming our power back from all time and space and releasing these things. And it has not been an easy experience becoming that powerhouse, because you are releasing all of the energies that no longer serve you. You're releasing the victim, you're releasing the martyr, you're releasing the self-sabotage, you're releasing the distrust, you're releasing the dis-ease, you're releasing all of the things that you learned through your childhood and through all of the things that we've been through, that this is an experiment, and that source loves us and has given us beautiful things, and it's a divine journey, and for us to open that divine trust to accelerate more and to step deeply into our energies. And we are going through a big, huge clearing. This year is like no other, to open up and to activate and to clear away the old programs, those that are really serious about becoming the way showers, and to activate and to really embody the new energy, to bring in the harmonious inside, to have the harmonious outside, are really purging and clearing. So if you're up and you're down, it's because your spirit's showing you the parts that you need to become more in unity with, and to take your power back and say, nope, I don't believe that story anymore. That was a insert.
So beautiful. Thank you, Maggie. You can see that Victoria is activating already. So I wanted to share something where you're coming from. Do you want to introduce yourself, Victoria?
Sure. My ancestors come from the Slavic. I have Slavic roots, so I was born and raised in Russia, and have Polish roots also, but I lived in the US for a while, and I've been living in Indonesia for the last almost 7 years. So yeah, I'm based in Bali. And about the journey, I do also lots of different things, and activations and healing, and work with energy, help people to become more mindful and attuned to the higher frequency, help women to attune to their feminine power, and work with cycle, and go deeper into the Tantra and all this, but you know, it's all like the same. I mean, we do all similar kind of things, priestess journey and all this, but for me, it's been a journey of self-exploration, and the journey of claiming my own power, and understanding every day something new unfolds, understanding who you are, what you're here for, and becoming more and more confident in your journey, and actually getting a lot of support from from places like this, and I'm so grateful to be a part of this community. I'm so excited, and you know, it's just incredible to understand that there are people who are on the similar wavelengths. Yeah, I'm so happy to be here. Thank you so much. And glad to see people who I already know. Thank you, thank you. You all contribute to my peace and wellness, and I'm so grateful.
Thank you, Victoria. Yeah, so blessed. So who is next? Okay, nobody? Okay, I'll be calling out names.
I'll go next before
Okay.
Lil starts calling people out. Hi everyone. Nice to see new faces and faces that I've been honored to meet already. So nice to connect again. I'm Jasmine Jazz. I like to go by Jazz. I live in California, here in the US. I am, everything Maggie said, I am on the journey. I am discovering who this avatar that I chose to incarnate as is and my purpose. What am I here to do? How can I be part of this beautiful transformation that we are all a part of with Gaia, with Mother Earth? As she evolves, so do we. So it's an honor to be here with all of you and to activate the dragon and the cosmic energy within us all. So yeah, that's what I'm called to share with you all.
Next one is Kyle.
Hello, everyone. Good to see you, my soul family, and the beautiful woman that I know through Lillian Sacred Heart Community. Love you all. Blessed to be here. So basically, I'm learning, remembering all the magic that I am as like a nature fairy, and bringing all of those healings and that magical essence to everything I do through my artwork, through my creativity, and just being that magical essence as much as I can each and every day from my heart, and just helping Mother Earth, Mother Gaia. And yeah, that's pretty much all the magical stuff that I know. It's magical, but yeah, it's just really remembering and integrating it. So thank you.
Beautiful. So we just had Jennifer, you just arrived here. Welcome, Jennifer.
Hi.
Hello, we just go around and introduce ourselves, where you're coming from and what's called you here. So while you unmute, would you like to introduce yourself, please?
Yeah. Tara, my kitty cat's here with me, and she just jumped down. I came on because I'm in a group with Daisy and a sister circle, and she told me about this group and said that you're healers and working with dragon energy, I guess, or something. I'm not sure. Anyway, I'm a weaving teacher and also a chaplain, and when I do work in chaplaincy, I work in hospice, and I try to use my weaving teaching as healing with color and fiber, and it's kind of what I do. And here's Tara. There she is.
Thank you for being here. So
Thank you.
next that I could see is Lisa, Leah, and then Lisa, and then Venus, Shakina Rising, and then Dr. Yusuf. And Giselle just mentioned that she just can't talk at the moment. I think she'll come talk at the moment. Because yeah. So let's go with Leah. Hello, Leah.
Hi, everyone. I'm Leah. I'm in Vancouver, BC, and I'm a priestess. I work as a ceremonialist. So I run a lot of goddess circles and as well as cannabis ceremonies. And I'm a creativity coach and a writer and a musician. And I really enjoy helping to unlock people's feminine womb power and their creative power and their Shakti. I love running embodiment sessions, and I run a weekly free session every Friday. And so it's super fun to just dance with people and yeah, just embody our gifts and be the open channels for the divine to flow through. And you may not think we channel, I don't know, we all have different ways of understanding it, but I truly believe that through embodiment, we can really access these different energies and frequencies that want to ground into earth and support her. So yeah, that's just me. I love to just dance. That's my thing. So yeah, it's an honor to be here. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. I need a dance session. Everyone who's coming? So, yeah. So I know that the next gathering will be dancing. Let's see when. So yeah, thank you, Leah, for introduce yourself and welcome. Lisa.
Hi there. Thanks for having me. Yeah, so I'm from Miami Beach, and I just started like dream weaving about a year ago. So that's how I found out about this gathering. I saw the images that were put up. I think one of them was Toth, and I just recently became aware of my gifts within like the past year. I guess I could call myself a Kabbalist. Like, I've just learned everything through my guides. I create energetic healing symbols is what I call them. And I had a really long health journey. Like I rewired my brain and using a program like basically like neuroplasticity. And yeah, I'm just happy to be alive because I was all kinds of things, like a lot of diagnoses and suicidal and everything. So I'm just really grateful to be alive and like really embodying my gifts. And I am certified health and life coach since November. But I feel like really my calling is to do, like, I'm also an energy healer. Just like everybody here, like, we all have these amazing gifts. So I'm grateful. I'm wearing some of my symbols so you could see them. Yeah, my daughter does henna. She started doing henna like at the beginning of COVID. So I just wear my symbols on me like amulets. So yeah, that's a little bit about me. I'm probably not going to stay the whole time because it's late here, but thank you so much. Really happy to meet you all.
Thank you, Lisa. Venus Shakina rising. I love that name.
Hello, guys.
Hello.
Yeah, Venus Shekinah rising. I discovered the fact that I'm Venusian, Lyran, and just a lot of multidimensional of myself. And I think I feel like spirit really took me here. And I prayed about, connecting with beings, advanced beings like yourself as reflections. And I feel kind of nervous. It's different. Like, this is really new to me, but I come here to remember all the versions of myself. And Daisy mentioning about Shambhala, that feels like home to me. Like, that's one of my higher heavens. And I felt that resonance from like the dragon gathering that you guys had the other day. And I just been writing a lot of like light codes. I speak light codes, write them, light language, star language. It's all there. So I think every day I have a different language. When I'm outside, connect with Gaia, I receive different downloads. So not sure what else to say, but Thank you for receiving.
Thank you for being here. Amazing. Who's next? Dr. Yusuf. Yeah, you can't hear you. Yeah.
It was.
Yes.
Hi, everybody. My name is Yusuf. I'm a physician. I've been practicing medicine more than 30 years, both allopathic and naturopathic medicine. Beside that, I have also degree in physical therapy, acupuncture, and healings, energy healings. I didn't learn any of energy healings in school or from anybody else. It was just came up to me when my patient told me through all the years that I've been practicing, they have been telling me that, your hands, your touch is healing. And I didn't believe it in the start. And then when the number increased through so many years, and so many patients, then I stopped thinking that those people mentioning it. So I started to pay more attention, and I found out that that's correct. That's correct. So I can scan patients and find out if any organs is defect or deficient, or any chakra is balanced, out of balance. I started also feeling stones and crystals, and can tell which stone and which crystal has a frequency that matches, and the different chakras. I can also do distance healing, which I've been doing for many years now. I can interpret dreams, and I started to have very scientific based study about dream and dream interpretation. And I remember I did one of my first master degree in health science. It was about dream and dream analysis. And I wrote a dissertation about that. But beside the scientific part of that, I am very good in interpreting symbols and dreams, what happened in dream, as the whole thing, the whole picture, and details that can give me a clue of what the dreams means. So I've been using this kind of modalities in my practice since I've been practicing medicine. So I've been both, even when I was practicing mostly allopathic medicine, which is pharmaceutical, protocols, I was thinking out of the box and treating patients out of the box, not only with pharmaceutical. And then later on, I become more interested in adding a naturopathic medicine degree knowledge, which I did. So I have, different aspect of medicine. So that's a little bit of my background. There's more, but that's just a little bit. I have 31 publication, because before I become a doctor, I was an engineer. So I was a biomedical engineer. So I have 31 publications in both in engineering and medicine, allopathic medicine and naturopathic medicine, book chapters and so on and so forth. So just a little bit of that.
Wow, that is very diverse, isn't it? So
It
diverse.
is very diverse, yeah, because I believe in our goal here, coming to this life, is to learn and teach. We came here to learn and teach each other, and gain, the higher knowledge that we almost forgot. Most of us forgot where we came from, what knowledge was embedded in us as a DNA. We just forgot it and become more and more fixated on. Sorry?
Oh no, I think Lisa is unmute. So yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think most of us, most of human, beings, after they came on to this life, they forgot where they come from and what was the goal, and so on and so forth. So I think this is why I have been learning most of my life. I remember since I was in first degree, first class until now, I had never had a break by learning, always from one type of learning to another type of learning and so on and so forth. So this is why you can see there's so many, cities.
It is so good to have you on this space, Dr. Yusuf.
Thank you. I'm also excited to learn from other, healers and this family, this group.
Thank you. And I think that we have last one is Grace. Hello, Grace. We are introducing around people before we start. So it looks like in my screen, you are the last one. So yes.
Hello. Hi, everyone. I'm Grace. So we're doing intros, right? Intros? Yes.
Yes, intro.
So I'm just a simple gal from San Diego. I'm here in the USA, in California. And I'm new here. I was referred to by my friend Daisy. If you don't already know her. Yeah, we've been friends for almost 10 years, and she's getting me into these meetings and stuff, and we always discuss about how, like, our dreams, our visions, what we put into the universe, stuff like that. Yeah. I'm not employed, but I am on disability. I have a condition, so yeah, that prevents me from like working or something like that, but I'm still hanging in there, surviving. So yeah, that's me.
Grace has amazing psychic gift, and I got a lot of guidance from talking with her. Yeah, she's amazing. We're so glad to have you here, Grace.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I want to add something about Grace also. By the way, I'm also Daisy's partner, so I forgot to say that.
Forgot? Forgot to say?
No, I thought everybody knows, but I thought everybody knows, but maybe somebody doesn't know that. Anyway, so Grace, she was amazing. She said that she saw my aura, and it was amazing to see how precise she was, because few days before that, or a week before that, we were in a a psychic
psychic fair.
Psychic fair. And both me and Daisy, we were interested in to see, because there was a booth that he was taking an electromagnetic picture from the aura of the people that shows how your aura look like by colors and what is the meaning, and also the chakras, which one is activated more than the other, and when Grace said what she saw on my aura in the last meeting we had together, it was exactly what it was on the paper. She didn't know it. She didn't see it. She didn't know how it looked like, but she told me, and I showed her my aura's print, and I say, you are right. That makes sense. So she's really good.
So amazing. What a gift. What a gift. So good to have you, Grace, in this gathering as well. So thank you and welcome. So we have all of us. We have 13 of us. Daisy, 13.
Amazing.
We love numbers. So I do have a list here. I mean, just a scribble that what we will be touching on, because as Daisy and I, we can chat for 5 hours. I'm sure this meeting will go forever. So I want to bring in, some people wanted to go to bed as well. Just trying to come in a little bit, more precisely. And also we would love all of you to share. So the first one I wanted to bring into here is, I want to share a story first. Story means experience, seeing, feeling, sensing. And then I think Christina, Daisy will bring, I know Carl is laughing because half an hour before, I was actually in another container with Kyle. So I was like, pardon me. So Daisy will be showing us the technique. So this is what happens. Sometimes I share my seeing, my feeling, all of that, and then we do it a practical way, and then vice versa, and then bring into the gathering. So the first one is we are going to experience the crystal skull. Is our skull, which is this one here. And I know that Kyle will be very much into that with me, because we were talking about the skull, human skull, crystal skull, our skull, and the other container. So what happened was, on the 8th of 8, Lionsgate last year, I didn't know that I can channel. So my spiritual journey is only 3 years, but my journey has been super fast, super crazy. And everything I just write on the journal. So on the 8th of 8, when the finishing of the meditation, I can't even remember what meditation. I remember that the meditation ended, and I see this vision of, I was holding the left palm holding a Virgo skull, a Virgo crystal, the Virgo wand, and then my right arm is crystal skull. And then underneath, I was standing at the flower of life, and then I can see through flower of life. Underneath is the earth, is our earth, like a real earth color, not like image, not like pictures. It's the real thing. And because of my physical self was so intrigued of that crystals, so my version in the meditation gave me my physical self a crystal like this, handed to me. So I wasn't aware a lot of things, but I was so intrigued of that because I never seen Virgo before. And I was like, that skull is like really intrigued. So I was holding it, and then I just received it. So yeah, and I remember that when I opened my eye, my hand like this. So yeah, and again, there's sisters all around me, and then we're all holding hand like this, one up and one down, just like that, all around me. and they all have pink aura, like flowy around them, just like our body, our heart body, that's just pink color, really beautiful. So, and I saw that my upper body, especially here, from here to here, which is my vision in the meditation. I mean, that vision that I was in the meditation was going upwards, and it's white plasma or platinum light through my crown and all the way down to my feet. So that was the vision. And then obviously that because I was so concentrating on the crystal, I was diving into the crystal, you know, what does that really mean? How do we use that? And somehow another journey come along, and then I just hoop on another, you just had journey and journey and journey, and I just parked that. And not until my initiation at the Death Gateway. So I was diagnosed as sepsis in October. I didn't even know what sepsis, so I Googled it. I said, am I dying? It's just like no medicine or nothing, right? And I was like, this is a death, as per description. So my doctor came and then went and do all sort of tests at the emergency. And I also saw a lot of, you know, COVID people in and out, like emergency in and out. It's just so busy. And I was sitting on the chair and I was having my blanket. It was summer, my wool blanket. And I was like, I was so cold and hot at the same time. And then I'm dying. And I got really, really upset, like really, really upset and crying on the chair. And somehow this vision coming up again. So why am I sharing this to Daisy is she would bring for you to experience of that, what's it called, the plasma light all the way down. I'll get Daisy to explain a bit more. We will be experiencing a plasma light all the way down from your skull and the front and all the way down to your feet. And again, that is to, what's the word? To really step up to for your mission in the simplified way. I think that's the word to use. So yeah, so I will pass over to Daisy. So this is my vision, and then Daisy will bring you to the action part.
Yeah, it's very interesting. Lillian, I think when you're in your vision, you mentioned about the light coming in and you were pregnant, right? You're talking about in your past life when you're in Atlantean, right?
Yeah, so I was pregnant and I had the baby, so yeah.
Yeah, isn't that something? Suddenly the alignment and then birthing of the divine child.
Okay, wow, okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
isn't that amazing? So that one line is something that we're gonna be talking about, because in ancient Egypt, and the way how they build the pyramid is kind of aligned with the Big Dipper. And if I'm right, and anyone can correct me if I said it wrong, the Sirius star and the Orion belt. And in ancient Egypt, it believed the Sirius is representation of Isis, the divine mother, and Orion, it is a representation of the father. Is that correct? I hope I didn't made it that wrong. But so there's some kind of concept of the alignment of the divine mother, father, and when the light coming in, I think is in July 26th, that's when the light coming in, alignment, suddenly the silver light coming in, suddenly we can align with the heaven and the earth in oneness. And in this is a concept everyone can research. It's called the Axel Monday, and I hope I didn't pronounce this right. I mean, I didn't pronounce it wrong. Axel Monday. And so this is the cosmic central line, the axel line. So what happened is when the Atlantean fell, it actually created the tilting of the Earth's axel line. I believe it's every 500 years there will be 15, either 15 or 13 white brothers need to get together to help the Earth to come back to alignment with the cosmos axial line. And sometimes like we can imagine it's kind of like doing Earth acupuncture. We can do that sometimes too, and to help align. And we can also do that in ourselves. Through alignment within our own body, we align our inner universe. So this is the whole concept of what we are getting together to do today. And I want to share another vision as well. If can I share?
Yeah, I'm just gonna try to put you as co-host.
Oh, yeah,
So you can share. Okay, cool. There you go.
Yeah. So when you shared about that flower of life, like a rainbow flower life underneath your body in your vision, right? Kind of like imagine if I painted as flower of life, right? This shape should be round. Sorry, the picture is not perfect. So what you're seeing, the color is electromagnetic field on Earth, but at the same time, it also radiating through all dimensions. The different dimension has a different frequency. And then the central line that you can feel it, this is running in this map, but it's the same way in our body. When we feel aligned, and then suddenly we can see this line as well. Let me show a few more pictures. And in the, this is called Kasara grade. And this is based on the pristine grade before the fall of Atlantean. Kabbalah grade actually is based on the grade after the fall, so it's missing one grade. I also call it a cosmic gate. So in certain part of our body, it resonates with certain vibration. And sometimes you can feel there's discomfort or pain or irritation in certain part of the body. There's nothing wrong, right or wrong with the body. It's actually there's some deeper hidden gift. That's why I call it the initiation gate. If you feel something in your body, just pause and ask that gate. I see Lisa raise hand. Lisa, do you have some question you want to ask?
Can I please? Yes, you said that one is missing. Like before, I guess I'm wanting to understand like the tree of life compared to this. I think I might have missed something that you said.
Oh yes, you're right. So with the what happened is that you see between 12 and 11, when there's the fall happened, it created two planets. Number 11 is called Nibiru. It's actually during the explosion, that's what it created the false moon, which is our moon right now. Number 5 is Moldak, create photon belt and the planet Sirius, which is equivalent of Black Lilith. And it actually created a split between number 12 and number 11 as a number 11 and a half dimension. And the fall of Atlantean, that events create, because the planet, two planets exploded, it caused inversion. So it have some kind of a black hole. So it's kind of pulling the whole cosmic center actually on Earth, pull it off center the axial line. That's why it's not fully aligned with the cosmic line. That's why we're through our lifetime, you know, like sometimes like we have this sense when we see a picture, or some people, especially perfectionists, when the picture is a little bit tilted, you want to
Yeah. So you basically, you're saying that because of that the fall, that that it's a little bit off tilted, and it's also created that extra one.
It's not created. That extra one is missing. So what happened? We use
missing.
Our body used to be connected with all chakra, all open. We used to be able to connect with the source and talk with our guide angels and guiding team directly. But then after the fall, we have a sensation almost like we cannot feel our angel wings. We cannot fly freely as how we used to be able to do. Like the Indian, they talk about the siddhis, right? 64 siddhis, all kind of amazing gifts that we can retrieve. Actually, we can remember how we used to have. So that's when we come together, we help each other to remember how do we retrieve back those gifts. So all those 12 cosmic gate also, there's another name, is a 12 founder race. So each part of the gate, it anchor into a specific location on Earth, as well as in specific location of our body. And through connecting with those cosmic gate, so by the way, today we are anchoring in number 4, Giza Pyramid in Egypt. And it's a planet in the solar system is Mars. Let me see what's in the universal system. Let's see, did I lost it? Oh, it's the sun. It's a 4th dimensional sun. So that's what we're anchoring and connecting today. And then in the body system, it's in the left side of our hip. So you can channel and feeling and send extra love to that place. Yeah. I hope that answers. Oh, also one more thing. Sometimes when we we come in with specific DNA gift, our spiritual DNA gift. So that's why when we get together, the vibration of certain part of body sometimes can give us wisdom, because it helps us to remember certain gift. I know I'm from the founding root race of number 7. Maybe one day you guys can ask your body will tell you which part of your body feel more sensation, pulsation. It could be as pain, could be some tugging sensation, and then your deeper wisdom and gift will come in. So yeah, and together tie in with the story of Atlantean, because there's so much trauma happened. Lot of our past life, we were told when that fall happened, we were told to go to sleep. So together with our bigger and gift, we were put to sleep. That's why in this lifetime, the only way help us to remember is through this tugging sensation that telling us, I cannot wait, come to connect with your wisdom, with your ancestry wisdom. So that's why when we feel something, don't doubt it, just ask and we shall receive the magic.
Yes, so beautiful. Thank you, Daisy. So we will be doing the number 4 today, as in, because it's the we just when we're talking about is the new moon. Again, is Aries moon. Aries is the sun, like Mars, and again is the inner sun, and it's all like connected. Outside, let's do it again, right? So hence why we are here. So what we're gonna do is, I think calling back to Daisy again, we will do it about the acupuncture point, isn't it? Is that what you call it, Daisy?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let me share the acupuncture point. Do you want to lead the meditation, and I can share the name of the acupuncture point in the chat box also?
Meditation. Which meditation?
Oh, okay. Let's do that together, actually, and I'll share the name. And you guys interested, you can.
Oh yeah, you are the one that do the meditation, not me. You were talking about I was doing it, and then I was giving you what I saw. Oh my God, this is exactly what I see. So yeah.
Okay, so we can all imagine there is one line, one true line that connect us from heaven to earth through lifetime and lifetime, our forever evolving eternal soul. That's what we are following, trying to find. And then you put one hand on top of your head, is kind of like 2 fingers align the middle of your pupil. And you can feel like there's the part where your forehead suddenly dip down, and that's where you gently lay your fingers. And then the other hand, so feel your spine at the back of your skull, and suddenly you felt there's a hole sunken in. It's at the very base of the skull. And you put pressure in that hole that's supporting that skull. But with the other hand, that on the forehead, you gently touch it. Almost you put no pressure, just gently touch it. The only place you need support is the back of your skull. And we just breathe in and out. So that's it. Everyone may have different experiences. Every time can be different. This time I saw kind of like a cross, and I saw a snake wrapping around.
As you're seeing that line, that is very deep, like it feel like more intense line. Daisy is like more the white or plasma or platinum, that shining light, but it's white, is still going down really, really strongly. Like feel like thicker now too. So down to my, the whole thing, and then down to my feet. So yeah, so that's what I'm experiencing today.
Yes, that's your also your Shoshuna line. The first time when I saw it, it has a very distinct metallic texture. When I saw it, and it's kind of above, like way above, and I just know I need to breathe in, just setting intention to breathe in, and instantly I see the toroidal field start spinning. I thought that was incredible. That was the first time ever I saw toroidal field. So if you guys ever see that line, you just set intention to breathe in, you will be able to anchor it into your body.
So the day before, when we experienced that, when we were sharing, and then somehow we just do it, I remember that I have a very heavy head, because it's sort of like the whole day really busy with work, and then come down to this. And when I visualize that, when I have that straight away, have that line, right, it's just like my whole brain heaviness just detach, and I become very light. Like really light means that feeling good, like really good and relaxed at the same time, sort of like detach all of that busyness, let's say. So yeah, so that was the experience of 2 days ago, and now that line becomes thicker. Oh yeah.
Yeah, also one thing about when we have that line come in, it helps you to download your past life gift and also remember your this lifetime mission. As you anchor in this mission more, your center line will slowly getting wider and wider and wider.
Ah, that is interesting. That is really good. And is anyone wanted to share the experience of it? Feel free to unmute yourself and share.
Yeah, this toroidal field, which you mentioned, like I call it Taurus line, but like creating rainbow Taurus from your heart. I started practicing this as soon as I learned about Mayan plasmas, which are like every single day is connected with a different chakra, and you go on spiral, and then on Sunday you create rainbow bridge from the heart, and that's my like path. I've been exploring it for a while, and I think I've first time experienced it like without knowing or like having intellectual information about it, maybe like November or something. But my feeling is that it's actually like a very healing process for the planet. So you kind of like put yourself into the core of the earth and create this rainbow bridge around the earth and heal the planet with love and raising the vibration. So basically you are a pillar of light and helping like not only yourself, your family, your surrounding, but the whole earth with this like vibration and feeling. And I think it's very good to start visualizing in the beginning, but then you don't need to visualize, you just like go. Yeah, thank you so much.
Ah, that's so beautiful. Does that rainbow look like kind of like pearlescent white and with a lot of rainbowy color, right?
Exactly. Yeah, if you allow, can I share the screen? Yeah. So like what you shared is, yeah, it can look like this, but it can, it depends on your feeling and your imagination, but obviously it's like your heart creates that, and you place yourself in the core of the earth, so you kind of like, your energy field is much bigger than you can imagine, and you kind of like allow yourself to be your true size, and then you understand that your true size is a huge, and you have like a huge healing potential, like yeah. Thank you.
Oh, that's so beautiful. I'm so activated. Thank you so much, Victoria. Does anyone else want to share experience? Oh, if not, that's okay too. I'll just keep keep sharing. So this is the acupuncture point, and later on I'm gonna put in the embodied starseed in regard to the acupuncture point that we just did. Oh, actually, there's one more. Anyway, I'll share that later on. Oh, Lisa has a question. Go ahead, Lisa.
Yeah, I just did have a question. So that point that you had us touch in the back of our head, is there any significance if it's like really tender?
Sorry. Yes. Can you describe the distinct texture of the tenderness? Like, is there a sound?
Is there a what?
Is there, like, yeah, go ahead. Any texture, sensation, or taste, or?
I didn't notice that. I don't know. When I touched that, I just thought it was interesting. Out of all the spots, you told us to touch there, and it's super like, feels so almost like a bruise.
I see. It's so interesting because different acupuncture point based on the sensation. If it is like, sometimes it can have excess amount of energy stored there, and sometimes it's not enough. And if it has too much yang energy, that's what Chinese medicine talk about. Too much yang, too much like pushed outward, and it can be like a repelling when you touch it. But if it is like not enough energy and like sunken downward, it want to be touched more. So just talk with that point and see what's the wisdom within. For me, when I touch that point, my body had distinct like metallic texture, almost like when we talk about the plasma light. I have the texture. I can even taste it, the flavor of it. What I know is the mercury energy, and slowly spiraling down.
I'm tasting that. I am also.
Yeah, and actually, when first time I did it, it going all the way down to the back of my leg, like my calf, like behind my knee. I can feel it, how it go all the way down to my foot.
Wow. Okay, I'm just gonna play with that. Thank you so much.
Yeah, welcome. Thank you for the question. It's perfect.
I wanted to comment on that point. That point is one of the bladder point in bladder meridian. And as Daisy was mentioning, if it's a kind of excessive energy was too much, it should be, it will feels like tender, really tender. sometimes depending on the intensity, if it's too much energy blocked, you will feel like bruised, like, painful. So that's the reason. And the reason that you and Daisy mentioned, the metal taste, because the bladder, the meridian, it's a metal, and therefore in Chinese medicine it's a metal, and this is why you feel that test, like a metal test.
Thank you.
Dr. Yusuf, is the bladder channel is actually parallel. It's very close to that channel, so you can palpate around that point, and that point is the point that it's almost like the divot is like holding the yin energy, and then how it converted into yang energy to help with stagnated energy to come out of the valley to rise. And that's why Dr. Jasmine mentioned about the bladder, because the bladder has similar shape of containing water, and then evaporate into elixir and like a foggy mountain. How all those kind of magic, when we touch it, it can all coming out of that place. Yeah. Thank you, Dr. Jasmine.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
I wanted to ask if it is in the dragon activation. Megan mentioned mouth of God, this point at the back of the neck. Is it like similar location, or is it like, is it the same place?
It's perfect question. You're right. That is the activation of the mouth of the God. As a matter of fact, that's one of the ghost points.
Can you explain, like give a little bit more information of where exactly it is, so that we are precise in locating it?
So you can feel like there's a distinct rising and falling within your skull. You just palpate it going downward.
Mm-hmm.
And in that place, it's...
Maybe do you have your skull? Maybe you have the real skull. You have so many of them. Maybe you can point at where do you, I don't know.
Oh, here, I think I can find a picture somewhere. Give me 1 second to pull out the picture, if I can.
I found the picture when we talked about it in Dragon. I can also share that.
Okay.
Yeah, that point in Chinese medicine and in also it's called Nokal point. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the picture. I hope that helped. That's the exact location.
Yeah.
And that's where we're projecting our Mars energy today there to activate our Divine Father energy, and maybe rise aligned with our inner sovereignty, like activate our deep rememberings.
Beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Lisa, do you have one more question? I see your hand raising.
Oh, no, let me take it down. Sorry
Okay.
about that.
Oh, no worries. Okay, so anyone else has something to share?
Do you mind if I share a picture with this, which I found the visual for yeah, okay, showing. Yeah, so this is the image which I found kind of relevant towards this mouth of God activation. For me, it was kind of like showing precise location. I don't know if you find it useful.
Yes, that's so perfect that you're sharing that, because you see a lot of Egyptian wand when they're holding in the hand. You see the top that has a ball, right? And then there's snake wrapping around the wand, and then the pointed place in the wand. That's kind of like, imagine that's our spine going down. We just did that in our body. That ball of energy is our head. We always hold this beautiful container of energy. We just did that through that, whatever we did just now.
Yeah, so it is just like Daisy and I, we sort of like, we really wanted to explain people, but you experience first, and then we will explain it. And again, that Daisy's like obviously supported by, Daisy does a lot of like research or reading, and with the support with the doctors in-house. So of course, it's like, you know, it's just like very, like we are actually very blessed to be sitting in this like gathering, as I mean, we sort of like experience it ourselves instead of just sit down and listen. So that is something that I like. That's the intention, basically, Daisy, isn't it? So yeah.
Yeah, that's so beautiful. Yeah, there's another thing that I want to point out. Let me see whether I can
Is it
find
the red ball? Do you wanted to touch on the red ball?
Oh yeah, we can talk about that too. The red ball, right? Like when we see in the raw, the sun energy of the raw, the
You want to
central
pull out the raw, because I don't know how many people have seen the raw, so it's just sort of like it can be, people can visualize it as well, which is a big help.
Yeah, give me 1 second. Let me find the raw.
Yeah, so while Daisy is looking for the raw pictures, and what we're doing is we're going into like a raw healing, but this is what we call it. Anyone can call anything. So what I have written here is we call about the red ball, and then Daisy will explain about the red ball according to these pictures. So again, is the healing is the one that I actually do the action. So I'm going to share a book later on that I've been reading it past years, and I was like, oh my god, this is something that is like real. So I actually do the action, and I have the whole download of like buzzing. So yeah, over to you, Daisy.
Yeah, let me just share. I think Google is the best teacher. Yeah, I find everything on Google and Pinterest. That's how I do my higher education. So you see those red ball energy, and you see it, there's the wand, always has a wand, and you see one foot is ahead of another foot in all of those pictures. That's when they do the healing. And again, according to my understanding, and also I recently had a vision, actually I'm so grateful for Leah. In one of my recent gathering with Leah, I got those amazing vision while Leah was sharing her story. And it also involved with this red ball that I seen. I see this kind of like a rebellious masculine energy, look like a red ball energy. And when it was came down, it looked like the golden thread, metallic. That's what we're talking about, the plasma light wrapping around this red ball when it's contained. So that's the image, kind of like when we see the Isis has the headdress like that. We can share that later too. So, but this red ball is the cosmic sun, and also connect with our central earth, the hollow earth energy. And then when we, through our connection with our divine mother and divine father, eventually through our inner shadow work, we will be able to be revealed of this energy, how it connect with the divine father. So that's how I see it. And to a certain extent, I see the sun as the divine mother and the moon as the divine father, because it requires a lot of inner shadow work. Eventually you see that burning moon, that is the burning moon, how it connect with this divine masculine energy. So in this vision, after this red ball is connected, and now I'm seeing this spiraling strain of plasma light coming out. That's exactly what we experience. It's wrapping around the wand, the staff. And first was very thin level of the light, but then later on it coming up more, just like a giant waterfall. So that's when we sharing this healing gift onto the world. It become giant waterfall, can benefit all. So we just did that to ourselves, and now we're going to talk about how we can do that to others. So
Yeah.
it's, yes.
Yeah, so just one step back before we do the action. So do you want to stop sharing so that it's bigger
Yes,
picture?
absolutely. Yeah.
So when Daisy showed me about Ra, right, I was like, it sort of like straight away remind me of a book that I have been reading. It's called Egyptian Posture of Power, Salute to the Sun. Is ancient Qigong, like Qigong system. So yeah, so this is a really thin book, and inside go like, you know, the structures of how do you actually use these, like a ancient, is a Qigong system, but it's sort of like in the Egyptian way. So the author had actually have some sort of accident or something, and he couldn't wake up at all on the bed, and he was brought into Egyptian era, and then he actually see how the Egyptian healer healed people. So he started to visualize first, and then not only that, when he got it up and he started to document and written this book, and he actually healed himself, and he was get up of the bed. So that is basically how this was. So I just wanted to read a little bit of section of what Daisy was talking about. And again, that's one thing that is actually alert, that part of this book is every single time when you see the Egyptian statue, it's always 1 foot forward. They never stand 2 foot together. They're always 1 foot forward. So hang on, let me go to the page. So for example, like this. Can you see 1 foot forward? It's always 1 foot forward.
Yes, we saw it.
Yeah, and here I'm just gonna be reading a little bit of chapter, like how about chapter about left foot of Ra. What does that really mean? So when we look at art and statues of ancient Egypt, there tend to be a 2,500-year consistency of subject depicted with their left foot forward. This has long been questioned by traditional historians. Their answer has been on the left foot forward represent the strength and the movement. The higher meanings of this instance has been lost over 2,000 years because it has been only taught to the initiates of the ancient Egyptian mysteries in the mystery school. The true meaning of this has to do with the individual connection to the Ra and the Ra's energy, which pour into this world as the energy of our sun. The left foot of Ra posture symbolizes that energy is always in motion and never frozen in time. When practicing this posture, the individual's energetic system is opened up and becomes grounded deep within the earth. Through this process, the individual's higher channels of psychic energy become awakened. As this instance of accepting your role as the channel of the energies of life. So when I did this action that we're gonna try, I have like instant like download a feeling like, when I said download, it's actually, I could feel on myself, it's just like stream of wording coming. You know, like those 10, like a computer 10, like this. It's just my whole skin. I just feel it like this. I was like, this is crazy. And this is like a lot coming to. So this is from here, and we actually action to that. First we do first, and then I was reading is that, oh my god, no wonder I was feeling the same thing. So yeah, it's not because of other, like it's not because of our reading and then our receive. It's actually we do it because we were so excited and we were action on it, like do it, right? Embodiment. And then all the wording is awesomely become making sense. Obviously last year when I read this, I was like, I don't get it. So yeah. So what we're going to do now is actually, do you have wand with you, the crystal wand?
Yeah, everybody, if you have wand.
Yeah. So I'm gonna be
wand.
turning it over to Daisy so she can direct us, because that is what happening. She directed me. So yeah, it's either staff or the wand. So yeah.
Yeah, like yeah, it doesn't have to be anything specific. Even if you don't have, just using.
You just visualize as well. Just use finger and imagine this
your left finger.
Because
Yeah.
in fact, our bone is a crystal.
Yes, we are hollow bones.
Or you can do this, or you can
Right,
do this, however you wanted to do. So yeah, you can just visualize. Are we standing up, right? Because we need to put the left foot out.
Or you can use a pencil or pen.
Yeah.
Put intention to it. That is your wand.
Yeah.
Also, there's one more thing, so people can get a more like deeper understanding of that. How we gonna do it? How we gonna connect with the cosmic central sun, and with the exotonal line of the cosmic. Because we talk about pyramid, how they do the alignment, how it align with the bigger, deeper. So imagine the big dipper has a spoon and also has a handle, right? So let me show you guys this very quick. This is a ancient Chinese compass, how we designed it. See, this is a spoon and this is the handle. This is exactly the same concept. We use it to find the north.
Yeah, so we were talking about where's the North Star and where's the North Node and the South Node, and we're talking about pyramid, and then I was pointing up and then pointing here and pointing up. So yeah, sorry, go over.
Yeah, that's perfect. And also earlier when we talk about how the pyramid align with the Big Dipper, Orion spout is a divine father energy that we are channeling the red ball energy. And then we also talk about the divine mother energy, how it surrounded the plasma light around. I actually just found this literally right before, oh, not this one, literally right before I come to the meeting. Oh, this is, have trouble finding it again. So sorry. It's called the Dog Star. So Sirius, Canis Major Sirius, if you look at it, right next to the Sirius star is this shape. It's called the source helmet. People call it a helmet. But if you look at it closer, that's exactly the shape of the Isis, right? That has the half moon.
The Daisy and it is expand.
Can you guys see this one? It looks like a helmet, right? Does that seem more clear? Kind of like imagine the Isis has this headdress hugging that red ball, right? Hugging that ball energy. So this is not like a imagination mythology. This is literally how it looked like in the sky when the alignment of the Sirius and the Orion's belt, how it happened. And then there's the pointer of the Big Dipper, and it's redirecting of that channeling of the divine central sun energy and redirecting, giving it a purpose for alignment of the exotonal line. That makes sense, right? So we understand, and what we're gonna be doing, we imagining our anchoring side of the body, the right side of the body, our right foot stepping on that spoon of the Big Dipper, and our left foot is redirecting the North Star. Is a pointer, the handle of that dipper, and that's the direction of the wand. And that's how they do the ancient healing. In the ancient time, we have the ball and then direction of the other end. That's we channeling that wrapping around the energy, the golden energy from that ball energy. Oh, Lillian, you're muted.
Do you want me to demonstrate when I stand up? How did I stand?
Yeah, that would be great. Can you do that?
Well, why not? If you guys stand up as well, if you feel called to feel that. So, do you want to direct, Daisy? So our right feet is on.
Yes.
Where are our
Right
other
feet.
Is on.
So you can yes. So you can imagine your weight is actually more on your right hip. So your anchoring point is at your right foot.
Yeah, it's just like an anchor, like the compass, right? So this is like the right one, you anchor, right? It doesn't matter where you are, but I know that on the left-hand side is the north. Whatever north, is it the north, isn't it, Daisy? On the left side.
Yeah, your left feet. Again, it really is.
I don't know where is my north, but I know that you just visualize a set of intention that you are stepping on the north. But if you know where is the north, go ahead and do that. I don't really know where my north, but I know that
imagine your North Star
is
the sorry, the axle line that we just activated, that line.
Okay.
Yeah, in our body. It doesn't have to be geographic north.
Yeah. So
most important is your intention.
So my leg here, left, right, and then my hip anchor, and my north node on here on my head, on the crown, straight, just, and then imagine there's a line, isn't it? There's yeah, I was imagining that there's the silver line, which is practice is carrying in from previous, that we practice that. And then with the wand, where your left leg, you just one step up, and that is the leg that is flexible. And you use your wand, your finger, whatever, you point to the floor, isn't it, Daisy?
Yes, you pointed at a person who needs a healing. If you want to do it in person, you touch a specific point. Remember, we did the dragon tail activation and the angel wing repairment last time. You can do that directly on certain specific acupuncture point on the spine to activate their angel wings and dragon tail.
Can you point to your own, or you pointed to people?
When we point to our own, it's actually like what we just did earlier. We can set the intention to allow that energy to project into certain part of the body. But if you want to do that to people, what I suggest, if you don't want to touch them directly, you put a crystal stone directly in certain location, and then using intention to connect the tip of the wand with the crystal to amplify your intention, healing intention.
Okay, so I was just visualizing my mom have a knee pain. So what I do is just pointed on, visualizing my mom is lying on the floor, and it just pointed of these, and this is the light coming out, isn't it?
Yes, yes, imagine that silver plasma light just projecting out of the wand.
So that is from the north star coming down to your crown and all the way down, spirals to your arm, and then projected out. Am I right? That's the way?
Yes, the cosmic central sun, exactly. That's a Sirius B that we're channeling in.
Yeah, so just that is the technique of it. So when I was doing that 2 days ago, and I really feel like I have that download straight away. So it's quite a long time though. So yeah, quite a long time of the download. So that's it. So that's it, isn't it, Daisy?
Yes, yes. And all we need to do is to set up the intention. And yes, and put the intention there. You can set up intention like healing certain part of the world, and imagine that place of the world need healing, need love. We can project our loving intention to specific location. That's what we call the earth acupuncture.
Yeah,
that
2
we
days ago, I was pointing at the water because I remember the past, like I was using the water and the wand. I was pointing up to the sky, and then it project down, which is the vocal wand again. It pointing to the mothers, that pregnant lady. So yeah, so that was, I was using similar sort of like metaphoric. I was using that when you pointed. So I was pointing to the water, and I feel the water has given me some sort of information. I haven't even downloaded that. So that is a lot. So that is my experience. So, yeah.
Yes, and also we can imagine all the water on Earth, around the whole Earth. Like no matter how much the water evaporate or flow, but it's a big water container. So our Earth can be seen as a drop of water. We just send healing intention to this drop of water through the central sound. We can do that too.
Yeah. So I will invite everybody just to try that in your own time, or whether you wanted to do on the element, or if you wanted to do on the as per healing of your loved one, I think, isn't it? I'm gonna do that to my mom because the Easter break coming up as well. I'm gonna drive up to my mom and we see how is that gonna be. So yeah, but just remember that you actually set an intention. I will type this left foot of the Ra out on the Facebook group as well, so you guys can read that over again, and it's actually really helpful. So yeah.
Yeah, let me share a few more pictures. Is it okay?
Yeah, go ahead.
So here, let me print this out. Wait, let me open it up. Share. Doesn't show that, sorry. Are you guys able to see this one?
Yep.
So it's shown as some kind of dial. And so this is show that a different energy resource in life, it has a different kind of dial. And whatever resource is coming from, this one is black and white. Actually, I was showing in one of my vision is different colors. On the left side, it has more variety of color. On the right side,
I think it was cow or something.
What's that? Sorry. So anyway, in my vision, it took me a while to find the central line. I was asking the source, I was like, is there ever going to be a central line? And my message is that the central line is the line connect with God. When we set out in an instant alignment. Yeah, again, this is another chart to show the cosmic pendulum, how we internally dial and come back to the center. Through lifetime after lifetime, we experience all spectrum and colors, all aspect, both up and below. And eventually we come back to the central line, come back, where is our source? And then this is what we just did to connect alignment. Let's see, I think there's one more that I want to share. 1 second. We already covered this earlier. I think it's this one, and we just did this just now. So you see the two pole, the negative pole and the positive pole. The negative pole is the spawn of the deeper, and the positive is the north node. Yeah, I want to see if anyone has other question.
Yeah, so we have Venus, Sakina rising, and then we have Victoria, and we also have Jennifer there too. Does anyone have any question, any sharings? Just open.
If not, I can keep sharing another acupuncture point.
Yep.
So this is a new point that I just discovered. Last time in our dragon tail activation, I mentioned the first point for activating our angel wings. Imagine our shoulder blades going down and meet, and that point is the first one. It aligned with high heart chakra. Imagine that, right? And then
Oh yes,
that's the activation of our top angel wings, and that's the thoracic spine number 5. And right below that point is thoracic spine number 6. And this point is very interesting. It's called the spiritual police. I think spiritual
Simon chakra.
plinth. Yeah. So I think the plinth is like if my understanding is correct, it's the altar where you it's the table where you put your altar. It's a supporting of your spiritual. It's like the anchor point for your spiritual connection. So that's the literal name for the point right underneath. So when we anchor and connect with this point, suddenly feel the sense of feeling back. We're coming back.
I just feel like.
Yeah, go ahead.
Venus, Sakina, Rising, do you have anything to share?
No, it's okay. It's okay. So you know, like sometimes some people you feel like how to say it, it's like you may have, especially people with kind of distraction issue, like sometimes they find something they like, but the rest of the time it's hard for us to connect with them. That point is a good point for them to find their connection, their inner spiritual connection, almost like we find our missing altar.
Can you explain one more time, where is it located?
Yeah, so the point is right beneath the point, so the shoulder blade meet, that's called Dewey 11. Oh, Dewey 11, last time we talked about Dewey 11 is called the passageway for spirit, the godly spirit. So the God's spirit passageway. That's let me type it out. Spirit passageway. And that one is located at thoracic spine number 5. And right underneath that point is do 10, and that's thoracic spine number 6.
Do you have any pictures to show, Daisy?
Let me find it. So I think I shared this last time in our Facebook group, but let me
share more, you're a gem.
Let me find it. Okay, and let me find it.
What do this duo and T stand for? Like, I'm a little bit confused with the numbers, so I just want to make sure I understand what they refer to.
Oh, the do represent the governor channel, and T is a thoracic spine. Oh, sorry, I should have clarified it earlier. Give me 1 second. Are you guys able to see that point?
Yeah.
So
But
that's
not able to understand the writing.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that. Let me change that. Change to English. 11, 10. Acupuncture. Is it better this time?
Yay.
Maybe click just one of that and then it will be expand bigger.
So you see this above it, that's what we talked about last time. And then this time we're talking about a do 10. This point.
So you said do is governor channel and T is what? Spinal?
Thoracic spine.
Mm.
So it's between thoracic spine number 6 and thoracic spine number 7. And it's at, there's another name for it. Actually, it's called the bottom of the lung. So it's like the part is literally holding that up. And the lung is like an opening sensation of breath of life and feeling exhilaration of spirit of life. So how we feel that connection with spirit, with God, and then we need a place to put that energy, and that's like a literally look like the table for the altar space, so we can anchor our spirit. And what's interestingly is that when we meditate long enough, we will develop a meditation base, and it's actually very pronounced. And some people who can see aura will be able to see that light around the front part of the chest, actually in the body, because you're gonna see through the body, you will see that star, and it's a blue star around that area. It's very pronounced, and that's to show that, because when we have the plasma light coming in with our exotonal line coming in, it come in, there has to be a place for us to anchor it down, and that's the place to anchor it down. And then once you anchor it down, you suddenly open up this inner blue sky, a blue star, cross star. And actually that's the shape of the Sirius star also. When you see the brightest star in the sky, it looks like a blue star. And there's another concept that I'm learning is that the sun, what we see on the surface, there's actually another bigger sun behind the sun. That's the blue star sun. That's the cosmic central sun. Yeah, you're right. That's actually what I saw recently when our dear friend Catherine did a DNA activation and spine healing on me. That's what I saw. Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce the word, but you said it exactly.
Hunapku is from Mayan cosmology. That's what they call the central sun. And in that galactic prayer, which I shared today, it's this last lines about anchoring it down. It's like central sun. You connect with the central sun, Hunapku. But Hunapku is it also has a visual. It's like let me just.
This one, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's like for me, it's also like uniting like oneness and nothingness, connecting with like getting rid of the duality and having, it's like yin yang in a way, but it's like a different style. So yeah,
you're right. It's, when I saw the middle line, the God line, right before I reached there, I see the black and white energy.
Yeah, so it's as if we like united all together in oneness and nothingness at the same time, and understand that we like there is no separation between the other one, because we all come from the source and we are all the same piece of light.
Yeah, that's so amazing. Yeah, so I can also share a little bit of that vision that I saw, the blue star energy. When I saw it a couple of times. Actually, that's the soul star. We will be able to see it. It's a like silver, kind of like platinum light. So when we saw this line going down, and then there's gonna be a horizontal line coming in and form. It looked like a blue color. And when I saw it, instantly I sensed that my body was separated into 3 segments. Like there's a left, there's a middle, there's a right. But when I take a deep breath in, breathing that blue star into me, suddenly there's no separation. I can sense on my back, on the front, up and bottom. It's like all sensing, all feeling, and I feel all sensation being can feel and sense me as well. Almost like you know, on your phone you have the panoramic view. The same way. It's like you see the back and front simultaneous, instantly within seconds. So we can meditate breathing in this blue star. And there's another thing that the blue energy, Egyptian blue, is the initiation color, which is exactly what we are doing to breathing in that blue star. Yeah.
Amazing. Do you have anything more, Daisy, you want to share? Because I think that we do have one more to share though, which is the third one. It is about the womb healing. I mean, I read in my note here, is like womb healing, premature babies, trauma, placenta. We were talking about placenta, emotional body. Yeah, and
yeah, we can touch that too. I did had a dream in regard to that. A lot of us, when we come on Earth, we are pre-birth. Like our body is not ready to be birthed out. We got pushed out. Could be C-section, premature, or it could even natural birth. But sometimes we carry this stress, anxiety from the mother. There's some density of emotional body deeply packed through the umbilical cord that we are not ready to handle yet.
Yeah, so I can definitely share that because it's happening to me, as in I heal, well, I overcome and heal that part of myself as well. So I have 3 kids, 3 children, and they're all premature baby. One, the earliest was born in week 30 and 1.7 kilo, and which is the one that is, which is the boy, the second one, week 30, and then week 32, and then week 36. So all not really up to week 40, not a full-born baby, whatever they call. And myself is also a premature baby. So when I went to past life, when I experienced past life, as in Turn of Lemuria, I was told by my Mu father that my Mu mother passed away after she had me. And my lately journey back to Atlantis, and again, I saw myself as I was pregnant when the Atlantis fall. I was holding the trident and I was pregnant. So it's all about babies and, you know, like all kind of issues, but yeah, you can experience that. So what I realized that to come into my self-realization is I always feel that I haven't birthed myself. Someone pull me up all the time because premature baby is, come on, is pulling out. Water broke or some complication that the baby, even though it's not ready, means not 40 weeks, you just need to open up the tummy or pull the baby out when the mother have that, you know, the contraction. So I reflect on my own physical is whenever I go 2 step or 5 step out of the well that I'm doing my services or business or whatever, I will step 6 feet back. I was sort of like, I'm so shy, I'm just all of that, right? And I was like, why am I keep on doing this? And realize that I actually have to birth myself so that I can move forward in my life and in turn up to serve people. Not about going to work. I'm talking about going really like serve, let's say serve of service. So I was like, how am I going to do this? How do I birth myself? So somehow I was in one of the ceremony, and it is, I think it's about womb ceremony. I can't remember now, but I see it in the meditation again. I think it's sort of like divine timing. I actually see myself in a big water. It's somebody's tummy. I don't know who, but it was water. I was baby. And I know that I was swimming inside really warm, and all of that. And then I would just go out of somebody's room, and I went into the ocean. And I remember that I was swimming to the shore, and I saw like archangels around that, and then I had Christ consciousness and have my ancestors, and they are celebrating. And I just from there I realized that I actually have just rebirthed myself. So that reflect on how people that sometimes they get really stressed out, energy leaking, which has happened to me before. Then when I tried to birth my business, but something that I wanted to do to off service, that I go really action, or do, and then come back, Lillian disappeared because I'm back to the womb. I just want to be in the womb, be cuddled. So yeah, so that is sort of like metaphoric description, but it is true that now we're thinking about that. We all, as what we are now, is wanted to go back to what is Lemuria and Atlantis. From my own perspective, is that is the new earth that people birth. So people say, I want to go to the new earth, the new earth. What does that really look like? That is all go back to original template, where original, which is divine mothers, that's original. So we need to learn how to birth yourself first. If you haven't feel that, we do have many cycles of death and rebirth, many cycles. So we need to use that energy of death and rebirth to go and step up. Like I haven't really, but like I physically, like, you know, been looking at premature babies and labor. That is my own trauma. So that is the healing part. I went into the womb. That is also why that I was so focusing on, like, why am I landed on womb, the wombs, like, you know, to study about the womb myths and heal myself. And somehow just went back to past life. I found out all the trauma is all about the womb. So I healed the past from my present moment, then bring back whatever that knowledge back. And I am creating.
Yes.
So that is all the sharing that I wanted to tell you. We are going back to the original divine mothers, or the template, the original template. That's why we have these, that's what we are here for. So yeah.
Yes, there's one thing I want to share. As you're talking, I keep on seeing this image. There's a round circle, and then there's the cross shape. There's like almost like some ancient ceremony we used to do, and the one that being birthed in the very center. And there's kind of like this shape. I can show you guys the labyrinth. Give me 1 second. So we see a lot of those symbols, right? Yeah, almost like what you're discussing and talking about, this birthing that we used to, right? And then you can see the entryway where the light coming in, right? And then we get burst out our own self.
That's right. So we were talking about placenta as well. That is like where the trauma and the wounding is actually stored in the placenta. Even though the placenta being cut, we still have the energetic. All the children have energetic placenta still into the mom. So that means that, you know, for example, like in school, if your kids not feeling well or fall down, as a mom, you thought, oh, something not right. You feel that. Because you are mom, not because you are, I mean, of course you are the mom, but sometimes it's just like, I'm feeling something not right with my kids. You just have that feeling because of that energetic is the placenta. Yeah.
Yes. So like the point that we showed earlier in the body, when we activate that point, that the table for the altar, when we activate, so we have place to anchor down this light coming in. So with people like ladies who's at their postal menopausal, do you call it post? Sorry, my English.
Menopause?
Yeah, menopause, like when we our period disappear. So it's actually a perfect time for us to meditate, focus on in Chinese folk Qigong, we call it middle dantian. So there are three bodies. The upper dantian, we can call it three diamond body too. The upper body, upper diamond body, the upper dantian. The middle is a middle diamond body, the middle dantian. And the lower body is where our womb space is, the lower dantian. A lot of time for guys, they can focus on the lower dantian first, and for a lady who said the menopausal, and they can focus on here. So this plasma light will be able to anchor and has a place to hold that energy. And then you can feel this silver plasma light just coming in, very soothing. It just clean out and feeling so nourishing, like renewable spring water, just suddenly pouring in. And then what's gonna happen is that ladies, we can reverse our cycle and we can go back like a young girl again. So that's the birthing of the inner child. So like the other time we're talking about having the divine mother energy coming in, which is like nourishment of the self. And then after we do this anchoring light, and then from that place of the divine mother energy, suddenly we're birthing of the self, and it's hold right around here.
So is that what you're trying to say, that is the with the menopause women, that the practice, that this is the practice that can try and do, and so that they actually, because my understanding as in menopause is stop period, which is no period, right? So that is becoming, because like teenagers or prior to teenagers, there's no period. So you become like a child, like a little girl, like little girl, let's say under 10. So you actually going back to like a little girl.
Yeah, that's the secret.
Like
why
a reverse cycle, like what you're trying to say, right?
Exactly. That's the secret why sometimes we see some yogis, they look so young, because they figure out the secret through that practice. The reverse cycle.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, one more practice is called a fetus breathing technique in the Qigong practice, is that when you go to sleep, you can set up intention. So it's kind of like the kind of work Jennifer is doing. You're knitting and weaving this plasma light all around the body, almost like ask the divine to weave, the divine mother weave this, the cosmic womb around our energy field, so we can have a sense and feeling almost like we are in the womb space again. And then I had some experience, like dream and visions both, is that eventually you will feel like you are being supplied through this plasma umbilical cord. It's a shape look like a long finger, one single finger, almost like sometimes we can see our energy hand, our energy finger, but in that fetus breathing, it all merged into one long finger connected directly to the heaven. It's very, very long, and it's very interesting. It's almost like you can feel the nutrition coming and supplied through that one finger. And sometimes they actually pop me almost like they're playing some kind of music in different part of my body. It's kind of interesting sensation.
I love that. And if we, like, as I mentioned about the Mayan plasmas, in Mayan, the solar plexus day is Saturday, and that is the day when you focus on umbilical cord connecting you with Hinapku. So actually it's the day when you can get all this like support to manifest everything into the reality, and to get all this support from the central sun, and it's actually every week. So basically you have this opportunity of manifestation and support and feeling nourished, being nourished every single week. Wow. Thank you, Daisy.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. I can also give you guys 2 herbs that you can use to make tea to support that tapping into this divine masculine energy. The first herb is cinnamon.
Mm.
And the second is reishi mushroom. If you can find, if you cannot, that's okay too. So cinnamon, it naturally carries this young energy, almost like we're being guided back to the source. And cinnamon itself is like a young builder. It works with a yin builder in the body, so it doesn't completely doesn't, like, even if you drink a little bit more, it doesn't drain your body because it nourishes both yin source and the yang inside the body. So it's almost like how the divine masculine is not too harsh. It's actually just feel like very nourishing, very supportive at the same time. And also you can also picture the energy like the grandma's house, how much like nourishing the grandma, like just welcome everyone, everything, and cook dinner. Yeah, so that's the energy how I related with cinnamon.
Amazing.
And one more thing I want to touch base, the reishi mushroom. If you guys are interested, you can read about the reishi consciousness.
Can you write it?
Write it, type it out, reishi.
Okay, reishi consciousness. So this is actually the divine masculine energy, and that's the universal cosmic masculine consciousness. And I thought that's a very interesting coincidence, the reishi mushroom.
What's the coincidence? What do you mean by that? Do you want to understand that?
It's spelled the same. Literally. Let me show you guys how the reishi mushroom look like. It's one of the longevity, like ancient Chinese alchemist, sacred tool is that reishi mushroom. Let me show you guys. Can you guys see it?
Oh, is it Lingzi?
Oh, sure. Yes, it is Lingzi.
Yeah, this is very rare, very expensive. The longevity, yes, definitely.
Actually, in China, it's kind of rare, but in the United States, I have friends from upstate New York. They said you can find them very often because the land, the earth is so fertile there. You can find it easily among the mountains. Yeah. Oh, actually, there are a few things. You're talking about the tonifying ginseng.
Oh yeah.
I feel like kind of like tastes like a cinnamon too. I mean, has that kind of like a boosting energy. The same with reishi mushroom. And another one very interesting. You guys probably can guess it already. Palo Santo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you can actually, if you have a Palo Santo stick, you can chip off a little bit. You don't need too much because it's really strong. It kind of tastes like ginseng too. You can soak it, make Palo Santo tea.
Really? Oh, I didn't know that. Palo Santo tea.
Yeah.
You have to be really know that where is the Palo Santo come from first, right? Is there any of the Palo Santo? I'm just curious.
There are two kind of Palo Santo. I actually not expert with that, but I do have some of them, and I tasted some of them, and I feel how it's resonated the same as a ginseng. I just don't drink too much. I had too much. Yeah, you don't need that much. It's really potent, the energy.
Got it. All right, I think we are arrived at the end, isn't it? Yeah, so we finished. We sort of like, is there anything else?
Oh, I think Maggie, do you want to share something?
Oh, Maggie, yes.
Love and
I just had questions about the Palo Santo tea that kind of intrigued me. Can you do too much Palo Santo tea?
Research about
I'm thinking that would be badass for detoxing.
Search about the side effect of drinking too much ginseng. That would be similar. It's what's the side effect about taking in too much yang? You will feel a little bit drained. So yeah, you always want to think about how do you balance. That's is the same concept like last time when we do the dragon tail activation. I said at the bottom of our body sacrum bowl, there's a container, that's a valley. A lot of the time, the problem is not that we don't have enough yang, is that whether our vessel is big and rich enough to contain the yang energy. So can we anchor down that energy? That's why we talk about using the platform to anchor your outer space, your spiritual place, so you can hold more in. We can hold more plasma light in, right? And that's why like we can take in, but at the same time we ask our body, are you ready to hold it this much? And if not, how do we adjust so that we can incorporate more? Right.
I had fun, ladies. Thank you. It was beautiful. And
Thank
gentlemen.
Thank you so much, Maggie. Do you want to share something? And
Did you want to do the activation?
Yeah,
For those that don't, because it's fun. It's gonna help you feel it.
Yeah.
And it will help you also feel your Syrian crown energies and anchor them in. It'll help you connect with the dog star and with all of these things. I've been feeling it coming in. I am sort of I don't want to say energy junkie, but I'm always playing with different things and turning them on and seeing, oh, look at this. And if it's not something that you don't want to do, just say no and nothing happens. But if you want to allow and receive, and it's really kind of fun. And I have noticed that some people have a blue Aten and some people have a red Aten. And I've activated 2 or 3 that had 1 or 2, like 1 and then 1. Someone had a question?
Oh yeah, Victoria asked what is the Aten, right?
Yeah,
right?
so it's like how do you like?
It's like the dragon tail. Like it's part of our energy fields that we didn't understand was there, like with the angel wings. It's there. It's our connection to the cosmos. It helps with, I think you're really gonna enjoy it with your Mayan calendar stuff. You're gonna be like, wow, because it's gonna link some things up.
No, my question is a little bit different. Like the color, does it identify the origin or like a connection with a particular console, or is it like what is it?
Most energy is coming in for this. I have felt a couple. It's what we had. So I've activated some red ones and some blue ones. I always call in the golden so that we're getting our golden timeline energies. And so I've activated 1 rainbow one. That was pretty cool. But mostly they're blue at this moment.
Can you tell us the shape of it?
It looks just like the pictures. It really truly does. It's right about here. And it's like a red ball or a blue ball. Like it's the Aten.
Oh, is that the Ankh? Does it look like the Ankh, or how do you spell?
The Ankh is kind of different. We could do an Ankh activation too.
Okay.
But
I just want to make sure I got the word correct. Can you spell it out for us? The
Aten, it's the Aten, it's the sun. It's like when you pull up those and you're saying about the sun above Osiris or Horus or Isis, like the Aten, it's the actual, it's an energy center.
Oh yes,
like
now I
a
got
chakra.
it. Yes, Aten. Yes, we got it. Thank you.
Yeah, it's fun, and it goes with the celestial energies, with I'm sorry,
Daisy, can you show the picture so that we can visualize?
Give me 1 second. I'm still looking for it.
Because I cannot spell it out also. What I found is not relevant.
I think it's Atten. It's the Aten. It's kind of like with Nefertiti and the priestess temples and all of those, like our own sun.
Yeah, I find it. Give me 1 second. Does that look right? Like you can see it, sound them like that.
Yeah, and also you had some earlier when you had whatever fellow you had up. I don't know if you had up Toth or Horus, but they have that ball above their head. There's even pictures with Isis with her Aten above, like in her crown, and with Sekhmet and Hathor, how they have the Aten in their crown.
Like that, right?
Yep, like that. That's exactly.
That all in the center.
It's like their Syrian crown.
Yes, remember I said that Syrian crown.
Yeah, Orion belt. Like when you said that, it just like gave me such a like, woo, yeah.
That's the energy, yeah.
Also had the disk of the sun.
Yes, it's the sun disk. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I noticed a lot of Egyptians, their headdress all have the sun.
And it's their crown. It's their Syrian crown. It goes with like the Hathor line and the Isis DNA. It activates with that, with the Syrian magic.
Yeah, I'm just gonna read here.
And that's involved in lots of timelines. That goes back to Golden Atlantis, Golden Lemuria, like the Golden Mayan, that was there too.
Yes. So I can mention a little bit about Sirius. A lot of ancient medicine all channeled from the Sirius star. I had dreams. I'm in this another dimension. I'm seeing exact the Chinese acupuncture map there. Later on,
Yeah, lots of it is from there.
Yeah, like ancient Egypt and like Ayurveda medicine, all directly coming the wisdom from Sirius B.
Yeah, like lots of the Aquafarian energies. And I get that Osiris is from there too. I feel him for the Orion belt, but definitely Sirius B, he's like Aquaman.
Yes, Osiris, this is a divine father, the green color, right?
Yep. Yep.
This is the energy we are tuning in today.
Yep. I feel him. And I felt like he was the one who was like, offer to do the Aten. And I was like, okay. We're gonna think I'm crazy, but I'll do it. And it's so much fun. I have so much fun helping to upgrade our light bodies. They are telling me I need to build a website and put them on, and I have been hesitant, but I guess I'm gonna do it and step into that. It's really, really fun to activate these different parts of our light body.
It is indeed the divine masculine energy. Once we undo all of those whatever programming and to connect with that divine masculine is truly very nourishing and beautiful.
Yes.
Lots of healing coming in. Yeah.
Okay.
And if you'd like to, we can do that activation.
Thank you so much, Maggie.
And again, it goes from you and your guides. I'm only like the vibration, bringing it in. And sometimes there's a little more. Sometimes they go into bringing in the rod and the staff. I never know what they're going to have fun with. And I just sort of bring it all in. And I'm like, oh, did you feel that? I felt that. Whoa. Take a deep breath and lots and lots and lots of water after this. And some rest might be necessary too.
Sorry.
That's okay. Did someone have anything else?
Do you mind if I support you with the sound ball? I have the crown.
I would love it. I would love it. It's totally a co-creation, and it's awesome when we all do it together. It's so much more powerful. I feel it coming down, your pillar of light around you. Iya yana kahalele iki irta asantea takut urete kiaya. Irata kuhun hukurun tukuhunu tukua. Hiya yakalala nana kiaya. Do you feel it clicking in? Isatakai coming in right around here. I feel like it's like maybe 6 to 12 inches up the top of your head, depending on how your energies are. And some of you might feel a really complex crown coming in with it. It's not only the and you actually get your serious crown, like it's your jewels, they're being activated. You're getting your crown. So you might feel like you're getting like the Nefertiti crown, or you might feel like you're getting like an Isis crown or an Osiris crown, like depending on the art that's depicted and how you associate with it. But you should be feeling something coming in, and it's generally from around your ears and your forehead with your third eye and your mouth of God. All of it is clicking in and up, and then it aligns and it brings in your pillar to source and to Sirius. Irak utotu kurta iki irak urta iki irak urta iki irak ali irak arku urta iki irak arku ikirka arku ur irka air ku urta irdaka ai urku urte ya dakar to kurta iki irma ak urta ukurka eli irka urta iki irka ale irka ai irku urta iki irka ai irku urta ak ar ukurta irka ai atra Aratata roto kurteya kaya tato to kurte ikiro ku urta ki irku ur ikira ur ki irku urta. Urta ki irka al irka ai irku urta ki irku urte iki irka al irku urte irka ai irku urta akar irka ai irku ur irku ur irku ur irku ur irku ur ai ira. Irak urodo urodo kurodo isada kia yasiana soto ku utu urta ki irta ak ele irka ai. Irok urta eli irma ak urta irka ale irka urta irka urta akira ku urta irka urta ukurkoto urta. Irrat aka. Uto ku usutu kursu sutu kursate kia. Irataka alele ek ira kurodo ik ai ek iaya. Anakalale ek ira akura ukur irka ale irka ai iroku urtoku urteki irka a. Irak alurtaki iraku urta ale irtaka ai iroku urosto kursta. Isto kurste astias kurstosto. Irkuradaha iraka. Can you feel it building? Ita kurta ala es ats ukur eraka ai ishki ai ara. Irak ala yara kura dura yara kira yara kura iro kura iraka ayara ku ustakara. Ishtakara ka ayadro kuroto. Ikati yataka alele enanasiata ukua ai iki iraka ala arma urut aki ata. Irak urtaki iraka ala iraka ai iruku urte ik iraka ar urke iraka ai iruku urte ik iraka al iraka ala arak ura. Sokoto ku ukurte ke iki ai il erma on usuto ku uta a. Irak olo ursatai yasiato ku urte ikiaya. Iya kanataka ale erataki ireke alele ereke erataku uts araka asa. Irak ela rairo do kurde irekele irak undro kurte ira. Irato ku urte keli iya karata karato ku utu kurte ya. Ikelele ayaroko urdai ayaka aya. Ikehiraka alele iraka ayadrake eliaraka araku uraka iraka ayadroku urta. Irroku uto urte ialelea. Every part of me is tingling. Ikalo murta asitaka a. Ikelela. Otoku utua. Do you feel like the buzz? Mikatara. Osotokurta ke ia yakarata. Iraka ale erataki I iroko urta aka ale iraka a. Iraka ara. Esotoku uaya. Ikelele kaya iraka uts araka ale iraka a. It feels good to me. How are you guys feeling?
I feel tingling on my face a lot.
Yes, it is all of this connecting with your crown and you're feeling the energies come down. It should also be connecting down your spine.
Amazing. I see a pyramid. Inside the pyramid, I see the snake wrapping around. Outside, right outside pyramid, I saw Osiris, the green color body. And then he's getting some kind of download, look like a lightning bolt, the sign of lightning bolt. And then from a source, the coming down, entering into him.
Yep, coming right into your crown. It feels good.
So good.
I feel so much in my crown chakra, like the aqua L, like your tone. Like I was speaking that earlier, but it was more like it was like L, like oh my goodness, like my crown chakra is like all blue. Like it felt like these spikes on my crown, like up and down. Like as you're speaking, I could feel like it growing. Like the more light language, the more it activates the length of it. It's so beautiful. Thank you so much, Maggie.
You're so welcome. I feel that you have a whole bunch of Venusian and different Syrian light languages coming through, that you're going to have a lot of fun with this. And that you are also bringing through your siren with your with this crown.
Yes. I think the more of it, it's like growing. I'm like, oh my, this endless crown. I'm like, what?
It is endless, limitless.
It's so
That's
huge.
it, baby girl. It is
feels,
beautiful. It is beautiful.
It's like a mountain. The way you were speaking it, I felt like I was on this cosmic mountain. Like it's crystallized. It felt like an Andara. Like it's like, I don't know. I was like visualizing it, and I'm like climbing, and I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm like, oh, I could feel my light language buzzing from the back of my throat. So it's just like it just keeps going like even higher, and then the buzz is like even like quick. It's like it pierces like diamonds. So it's like more colors are coming through, and I'm like, I'm like, oh my goodness, you're just bringing more, like you're raining the codes, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I could see more of the light. I'm like, oh, like she vibrating, like yes. So beautiful. Thank you.
I am so glad. I am so glad. You're so welcome.
It's so beautiful. I saw, as you're speaking the light code, I saw the golden wings. First, I saw the wrapping of dragon, and suddenly I saw giant wings. I'm not sure whether it's phoenix or some kind of bird. It's giant wings, golden wings, and then the two paws was holding something.
Isis and Ra both came in to help.
Yeah.
How's everybody else feeling?
I feel so nourished. Like I don't even have words for the explanation. That like as if like I don't know how to explain, but as if I'm being so like hugged and protected and like so much.
Yes, yes, yes. I'm so glad.
I feel the same in Victoria, like feel really nurturing and not just feeling actually very calm. But I do feel that.
How are you feeling, Jennifer?
So, yeah.
Yes, lots of tingling here. It's us releasing different things in our jaws and in like in our crystal crown, like in our crystal bone structure, in our crystal crown, because we're activating the higher energies. So you might feel like you need to like rub your beautiful face and be like, I love you. I love me. I love my body. I respect my voice. I love my power. It's beautiful and it's divine. There's nothing scary in my beautiful, beautiful power. And I accept all of my beautiful divinity. I accept my sovereignty, because the egos are really going crazy and all of this energy, like it's lots of inner child coming up. What are you doing? And just reminding your body that it's loved and nourished. How are you feeling, Jennifer?
Good, good. Just patting my cat. Some tightness is releasing through here and here. Yes. And some sensations here. I had double surgery on this eye recently, and I think it's still healing, still in the process of healing. And I think Isis is the one I see with the crown, the sideways view of her with the crown and the red thing. That's what's coming to me.
That's beautiful. I always want to call you Mr. Daisy, Dr. Youssef. How did you like it?
I'm not sure whether he passed out. I need to go check.
Okay. Well, that's cute. But I love you, beautiful sisters.
I want to ask one more question. Jennifer, when you saw Isis, is she like facing your left, standing on the right side?
Oh, I'd need to look at your images again. It's the sideways view. It's really the way I always see her. I think she's facing right, but I'm not sure. I
think there's some kind of wisdom, some kind of gate on this side that you said that always some kind of trouble is actually there's some kind of initiation gate.
Yeah, I'm sure of it. Yeah, she that's always the image I have of her, even before kind of I got into all this with other people. It was what I saw personally. It's the sideways view where she's sitting sideways.
That's cool. And also
I think it's
this,
right.
Yeah, this side is also the ninth dimensional aurora Earth, right, Maggie? If I said it right, Andromeda, the higher.
Yeah, Andromeda's coming through big time.
Yeah, through this
right side.
Yeah, the right side. Right.
Well, apparently I've been tweaking it to receive it better.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So our weak part of the body is actually the strength part, the magical part, waiting to be unfolded. Magic.
Good to know. Yeah, because if I, that's where, if I'm going to get, I don't get them too much anymore, but if I'm going to get a migraine, it usually comes here.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was banging.
Right here. Yeah, mine seems to come here.
My migraine come in the middle of the head.
And
our brains are unifying right now.
Is that what it is?
The activation should help with that too. Yeah, our brains are unifying, like our lobes are unifying. So it's a whole bunch of restructuring and redoing. This activation should help with that as well.
I'm feeling it. And then there's something down the right side, my ribs. like I guess where the liver is, there's something healing there, and this is something connected to this. So that all of that was my experience. I wasn't getting anything too cosmic. It was more earthy stuff right now.
You're still,
'cause
it's still cosmic, baby. Your body's cosmic.
you know, sometimes you got to get it grounded. And then I think that was, but yeah, and some loosening here. Interesting. I have a lot to think about. Daisy, thank you for getting me into this.
Oh, you're welcome. I'm glad you're enjoying it. That's good.
Yeah, Jennifer, I love how you wing your meeting, like you are winging everybody's conversation here.
I hope that's okay. I probably should have asked permission, but I take this, if I go to church or I go on ETM or anything, and I made sure that was okay with Elaine, I weave in whatever. I don't think about it. And long before we were on Zoom or any of it, I was doing this, but listening to music. And then these go out to people. This is to one of my teachers, because I'm in art school. I'm trying to get my MFA so that I could teach on a high, community college level. I'm trying to get a credential. And so this is going to a teacher in New Mexico.
That is a
So
healing piece of work. It's not only just it's actually all the healing they needing in the all the Isis, all the Egyptians, all the technology are weaving together the whole technology.
I really hadn't, I know the Egyptian stuff. I've studied it. I've done the Egyptian tarot, different things, but to bring it, it's interesting that this is the energy that you're working with now at this moment. Yeah. It seems to balance things.
Yeah, it's all about inner sun and Aries moon and fire, divine masculine. It's all, yeah.
Yeah, because I think we're really, in reflecting on, say, the without going into the story, the trouble spots in the world, or the things that are very active right now in the male part of the world healing itself. There's a lot of detoxifying and different things. And I like to be on the other side of it, balancing so that the masculine can heal.
Definitely, 100%. I'm with you that one. So yeah. So thank you very much for all of us that is still here, and those who did a replay as well. It is, whenever that is gathering, is always a long time. I try to make it short, but you know what, we don't want, I mean, I don't feel like to stop anyone to wanted to share. And because Dr. Yusuf said, everybody, and also Daisy said, everybody's teacher, everybody is student. So constantly learning, and whatever you receive today, it probably the piece that you are looking for, you are receiving, and all of that. And we have lovely Maggie's always activating just like on our body at the end of it. So I am just really
It's my thing.
It's always at the end of it. I'm like, okay, I need to go to sleep. I need to go to ground. So yeah, so thank you very much. That would be definitely another gathering that I know that is coming along. And I think that this is what is planned, but we see what's happening with the calling. It's sort of like new moon and then full moon, and then new moon and full moon. So we have that. Yeah, and I realized that we'd actually journey all the galactic portal, isn't it, Daisy? The one that you were showing about our catharic grid. So we are journeying individual portals. So let's say that we have 15 portals that we journey. So today is the what's that? Testing me, 7, right? Is it 7 or 4? The one on the sun, the pelvic, and you were talking about. I can't hear you.
Okay, can you ask the question one more time? Sorry.
Okay, you know that you were talking about, we are actually in the beginning of this, right? Is that we are journeying into more to the, I think it's the 7 or the 4 when we Kapara grid.
Yeah. Oh, number 4. That's actually
number 4.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm typing out. So number 4 is on the left side of the hip. And again, I want to point this out. When we be the healer, channeling the healing, that's the left side. But when we are the receiver, is the right side, because there's mirror imaging. So so the number 4, I call it the cosmic gate, and it correlate with Giza Egyptian pyramid. The planet in the solar system is Mars. In the universal system, it's a 4th dimensional sun. In astrology, it's Aries. And for Native American animal is falcon spirit. And for Celtic animal spirit is a fox. In Chinese zodiac sign is a dragon. And in Chinese medicine, it correlates with the stomach. And the time of day is 7 to 9 a.m. And the essential oil to match the vibration is cinnamon. So just if anyone interested, can just play along that energy and see what come in.
Yeah, so we have 15, isn't it, to play along. So come and play, come and co-create.
Yes.
Yes, yeah, Takara.
The whole universe all in our body.
It is. And this is a special full moon. It's the first, it's something really special. It's a fire moon. So set your intentions to create your heart's desire and journal on them.
Yes.
And the heart, that is the next thing we're going to do, right? We're going to the heart, exactly.
Yes, that's so interesting. So now we are in Mars energy, and set up intention like the sign of the Mars has the little arrow. And just like that energy projecting out our intention, and new moon is all about setting up intention. We come in strong, we step into our divine masculine energy, we align our sovereignty being through all time, dimension, and space. So that's what we're doing right now. And then for the next one, we're gonna calling in that feminine energy to have a container and to manifest.
So I guess that is our next gathering.
My feeling is a little bit different about yin and yang, because I'm bleeding on the new moon, and just like as we start like this process, my bleed started, and I'm like, wow, I'm blessing the event, and my feeling is like, yes, we're healing the masculine, then that's important, and it's important to have a masculine energy within yourself for you to be able to create and for you to be able to give form and shape, but at the same time, being in your true and natural essence is also very important, and very important to remember about it all the time.
Yes. Actually, this is so beautiful you brought this in. So in Native American, they have the concept of the red tent. And because they know how powerful women are, especially during their moon time, we are super amplifier during that time. And we can manifest reality easily. That's why we are being treated with respect according to Native American tradition, and women would be staying in the right tent.
Yeah, in Asian, they also connected with Saraswati goddess. Like your aura is 10 times bigger than normally, and you have access to divine knowledge like coming through you just straight away. That's why you are so like blessed.
Yeah, you're the divine goddess. That's why in ancient practice, they will bring in a high priestess who's in their moon cycle to bless the circle. Yeah, that's the whole concept of the anointment. Yeah, we can touch base more on that in the future too. The holy grail and everything, anointment, Christ consciousness, how it all come in, tied in.
It's all coming together. It's weaving together.
Yeah.
And let's do more embodiment. Let's move and shake that energy out.
Yes, this time next year we're going to be completely different people.
Oh, alrighty. Can we close? Do you want to close this circle? Let's close this circle by just honoring everything that is around us right now, and also our body, this vessel that are going to journey with us to ascension, and be kind to yourself today, and radical self-love.
Yes, radical self-love.
Yes.
I feel so blessed to have you guys. I'm so like, wow, I found the family.
Yayadahaya siatoku utoa.
Thank you so much. Until our next one, and thank you everybody for attending today. We do have 13 goddesses, 12 goddesses and one Dr. Yusuf that have the balance.
Kyle also. So they were 2.
Kyle.
Yes, Kyle, that's right. Sorry, Kyle, for your reply. So 11 goddesses, and then 2 gods, god and goddess. There you go. Thank you so much.
Oh, let's
Have a great night, everyone.
mention our next circle will be on April 14th at 3:30 p.m. Pacific time and 6:30 p.m. Eastern time.
Okay.
Oh, this is new. I didn't know that, but it's okay. You can do that.
I thought we said
I'll be
that.
there.
But it is on April 14th, so we will keep everyone updated.
Yeah, sure. Alrighty.
Bye.